I'm gonna turn that around kind of like that a little bit. Hey Tamara. Hey y'all. Y'all back here. Y'all see that there on Instacart right back there. Hey Lahana. Now what made me come to this right here, this topic, is because who would you, hey Melinda, hey Facebook, hey YouTube, who would you allow to keep your kids? Now, say for instance, if you had to run out, if you had to go to work, some people are leaving for to go clubbing, different things. Would you allow your boyfriend to keep your kids or your child, your sister? Would you just allow anybody to watch your kids while you go out to go to work or go to have your good time? Or what would you do? And let me tell you what my thing is. Now, when my kids were small, I did not allow anybody to keep my kids. No boyfriends, none of that. They did not keep my kids. It would want my mom or them going to their grandparents' house. Nobody kept my kids. And I'm going to tell you this why. Because, Miss Vivian, hey, Isis, because I'm going to tell you, you could be known or been in a relationship or been married to a person for so many years or just met this individual that you don't know people. You really don't know not anybody, the only people I trust. But see, that's what I'm getting ready to talk about right now, Isis. We could trust and we could think that they ain't gonna do that to my kids. I can trust them. But the ones you think that you can trust the most be the ones that you shouldn't be trusting. And I'm for real because I got a story to tell, but I'm not ready to tell my story. That's why I say I need me. If anybody know any ghostwriters that write books, I need me a ghostwriter because I got a story to tell. And when I tell my story, nobody ain't gonna believe it. I never spoke about it. I never said anything about it. But I need my ghostwriter to write me a book for real. So if you know any writers, please let me know. Where I go sit down and tell them my story, and they can put my book together. Cause my book gonna be a damn number one seller. I already know that. I already know that off the gate. Whenever I bring it out, come out with it. You right, and it's so hard nowadays. You are so true about that. But getting back to what I was saying, it be the ones that you think that's not gonna harm your kids, that's not gonna touch them. You be like, oh, I could go out of town, I could go out the country, I can go to work me 12 hours, work me 16 hours, or I can go shopping, and I'm okay with leaving them with such and such. I ain't worried about nothing. Why is this scammer on my stuff? It's always a scammer. Hey, Daniela, hey, Teresa. Let me tell you, trust no one. You cannot, baby. Man, I'm looking at, it was this girl. What made me come up with this topic? I was scrolling on Facebook, and she went out and she left her 6-year-old son with her boyfriend, and he took him BEAT. Hey, Dakota. Hey, boo. Hey, he took him BAT this child to DEATH. Thank you for subscribing, boo. Thank you, thank you. If y'all got YouTube, come on over to YouTube and come on subscribe to me. Come on, leave. I want y'all to leave away from over here. Come on over to YouTube and hit that subscription for Michelle Talks. Now, how is your afternoon going? Dakota, it is going so well. Oh, girl, I'm so bored. I'm coming up with these different topics. Hey, Diamond. Y'all show me some support over here on YouTube as well if you haven't. She went out. She left her 6-year-old son with her boyfriend, someone she thought that she could trust. And who knows all the while that they might not even like your kids, that they might have something against your kids, they might just don't want nothing to do with them, they're tolerating them kids. Why you there? Because of you. But the minute you turn your back, they doing something they ain't got no business. Now a lot of them get molested for the same reasons that you think a person won't do something. Hey Daisy, they will end up doing it. Hey James, they will end up doing it. And then they'll be like, if you tell your mom or you tell your dad or if you tell your sister, anybody like that, ain't no, hey Katessa, I'm gonna harm them. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. Whatever I'm gonna do. They just put that fear, instill that fear in them for them to keep their mouth closed, so they won't say that. Hey, Miss Elton, when you been working hard? I ain't seen you in a minute. Well, I ain't been coming live like that. So they sit up there and they put that fear in them so they won't say nothing, and they know better not to run their mouth. But see, baby, when my kids was coming up, I didn't play that. I did not want to say good evening, yes, girl, and contestant, hey, Michelle, and hey, everyone. I didn't play that bout. I didn't even let my kids go over to other people's houses to spend the night unless it was their grandparents. And the only reason why I let Shy go stay with somebody is because she was the only child and it was her and her mom that was all. And I had to build that trust up with, with that child, with her friend and her mom to know that, okay, I'm comfortable with enough with letting her go over there and that type of thing. But look, even though you still need to build that relationship with your kids, that let you know, even though somebody tell you you better not open your mouth and say nothing about what's going on, you should still build that relationship with your child so they feel safe enough that they can come to you and be able to tell you what's going on. Don't never say, "Oh, you lying." You just telling a lie because you don't want me and me such and such to be together. Hey, Brenda. Hey, Roger. Hey, Dolores. Hey, Betty. Don't never underestimate what your child come and tell you. And then if a child, hey, Martinez, home cooking. And then if a child, you trying to send a child with somebody and that child don't want to go, it's a reason why that child don't want to go. If they older, if there's a reason why that child don't want to go. So you better start paying attention to the signs and what your children telling you. I know a lot of people, hey Kim, they turn a deaf ear to what their kids are telling them. And then time it happened or they actually catch it. Oh, are you sorry? Touch it, touch it, touch. But when they told you, you should have been paying attention then. I never left my kids with anybody. I ain't left my kids with nobody. Even when the father stayed at the mother's, they were still staying at their mom house and stuff like that. They went over there with the grandma, and that's because the daddies were staying over there with the mamas and stuff. Now if the daddies had their own place and stuff like that, and they got a girlfriend, hey Melissa, I probably wouldn't have let them went over there too, because you know what? When that daddy is gone and leaving them with that girlfriend, and you at home thinking that the dad at home watching the child, but the daddy or the girlfriend actually left them home with their girlfriend or boyfriend, and you don't know, and they already probably don't want to be worried with them, probably don't even like them, and then all I'm telling you, you leave them, and then you leave them, and then the thing is right here. I feel like a child should not be left nowhere that they don't live. And you know what I'm saying? Going off, baby, people so mean. They'll do, especially if they can't speak. If they ain't old enough to talk, I ain't never like that. I don't want my children going nowhere, staying with nobody that they can't talk unless it was my mama or the grandparents. That's all. Get off my thing, whoever you is over here. You probably one of them over here on YouTube. Tell me something. That motion like this. Hey Patricia. Thank you for sharing, Melissa. Too blessed to mention. We got to be careful out here, and we got to be careful, y'all. We got to be careful where we leaving our kids. When your kids come tell you something, listen to it when they're in school. It happens everywhere. It just don't happen in the home. It happen in school. It can happen anywhere. Anywhere it can happen. And they good for telling you, don't say nothing, this and this gonna happen, or I'm gonna do something to you. I'm gonna do something to your mom. You know, they actually tell these kids this, and they're scared. And then another thing they like to say, what goes on in my house stays in my house. If you feel like, and this, I mean this right here for the kids, well, you know, the children. You need to tell your children, if you feel like you can't talk to me, talk to another adult. Talk to somebody else. Because some children feel like, I ain't going to tell my mama, I ain't going to tell my daddy. That they ain't going to listen. They ain't, every time I tell them something, if I even go to them and tell them something going on in school, they act like it ain't even me. The teacher or somebody, the principal, it's always my fault. Whatever go on, it's always my fault. It's always me. Hey, Patricia Jackson, it's always me. I'm always making it seem like I'm the problem. But I'm really coming telling you what's really going on. And that right there burn me up. When they don't want to listen, they always want to blame the child for everything going on. But you are the one to blame because you need to take out the time that you're sitting up there taking out doing other things and listen to your child and check up on what your children are telling you. Every child ain't lying. And who's to know? When you listen to what your child do, it might be 10 or 15 more that experience the same thing at the same, you know what's going on. I got to kind of watch my words up here because, you know, Facebook is certain things they don't want you to talk about and certain things they do. So I got to kind of reroute my words. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Jim. How you doing? So parents, I'm asking y'all to go to the club, to go to work, to go shopping with your girlfriends or go out of town with your girlfriend, out the country, whatever you got going on. Hey, Jackie, make sure you find somebody that's very, very trustworthy, that you know that ain't going to do. And sometimes, baby, you can't even trust your damn parents because your parents will be down, dirty, and sorry and low that they'll do your cheering too. That, especially if they done it to you, what make you think they won't do it to them? Thank God I didn't experience that with my parents. I'm so glad I didn't go down that road, but it does goes on. And people know it goes on. Daddies do go in there messing with, you know, getting down with the daughter and the son. And mama's going there messing with the sons and the daughters too. So y'all got to be. I don't know. I don't know, baby. I don't know. But you do got to go to work. You got to do it. Happen in some folks in daycares, and you just got to be careful. Hey, Tara, you got to be careful with this stuff go on, cause it's real. It's reality. It's reality, it happens. And don't sweep nothing up on the road. Hey, Renee, don't sweep nothing up on the road. Keep your eyes open. And then when your boyfriend, your husband, or something sitting around a child by itself, or your wife, or whatever, your aunties or your uncles, they'll try them too. When they sit around there, hey, Toya, hey, Renee, make sure you know you kind of sit back and kind of observe stuff and see how they interact with that child, see with the children, with the kids, see how they moving around with the kids, see how they looking at them, see how they watching them. Especially if the girls got a little butt on, you know, got a little shape on them. You want to watch and see how he watching her when she get up and she walk away. Is he watching her ass or what he watching? And when we get by ourselves, be what you doing watching my child tell such and such like that. If it come down to me and my husband, if I were married, if it come down to me and my husband getting a divorce, by him watching our child or our children in a dirty, no, we'll just have to go to get that divorce. Ain't no going for no counseling. We ain't what we're gonna counsel for, cause we ain't counseling nothing. Or we can go to counsel and you still can end up doing the same stuff. Baby, y'all watch these folks. And then your aunts and uncles, you got some nat, baby, they keeps it in the family. Some of them love to mess with, this cuz got a fat, he look good, that's my nephew, I try him. You know, stuff like that. I love you so much, Miss. I love you so much because you will tell the truth. Thank you, Melissa. So true. Broke up with a guy for asking about my niece all the time. Watch for right, Jeff. Watch for stuff like that. You got to cut them off, cause baby, you know what? If you probably would have, he kept asking for about her, he probably would have ended up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch stuff like that. Watch how people being very attentive to your offspring. It's so nasty, folks out here. It is. It is some nasty girl. I wouldn't dare let my kid, girl, and they people, can I go stay with such and such? No. No, you don't. I don't know nothing about them folks. You ain't going to them people's house. I don't know nothing about who is it. I ain't never seen them. You ain't going over them folks' house. I don't care how mad they got or they get. You'll be all right when you go in there and take your bath. Lay down. You'll be all right when the sun come up. At least I know you ain't been touched and fumbled all over. Yeah, right. Miss One said, I had an uncle that touched me. I went home and told my mother. Everybody thought I was crazy. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. They make it seem like, oh, this person won't do that. No, you lying. He or she ain't like that. Damn, they won't. You said something, okay? Hey, Lorraine. Damn, they won't try you. Yes, they will try you. And I believe you. I would believe you. Because, back in the day, they kept shit like that in the family. That's why they said people, yeah, Lord Jesus, forgive me. But they said that's why some children are a little slow. I'm not going to call them slow. They're special. We're going to call them special. A little, they're special because family mess with family. And they said that's why some kids turn out like that. But then, see, that's what I'm saying. That's where the reunions, family reunions, and the dinners and stuff come into play. Because sometimes people don't know that they're kin to these people. They've never met these people before. Never. And they end up sleeping with the cousins, their sisters, their brothers, their uncles, the dad, all them folk. They end up sleeping with all of them because they don't know. Then time you have a family reunion, that's your cousin. And then they looking at each other like, and then when they go out like, we going to get to know the daddy go out. I didn't know we was cousins. We got to stop what's going on. And then somebody ain't going to want to cut it off. If you just want to continue to be nasty, because once you find out, you need to cut that mess off. Miss One said, that's why I'm so protective over my 2 granddaughters I have and 6 grandsons. Yes, ma'am. Miss One, be protective over them. Toy, you right, especially the younger kids, because family don't get together no more. Exactly. Hey, honey, I ain't gonna hold y'all on. Hey, Tip, I ain't gonna hold y'all on, baby. I know some folk that have been through some stuff like that. Like I said, I need a ghostwriter. That's all I need is me a ghostwriter. And baby, when this book busts out, it's gonna bust out, baby. It's gonna shock everybody. Everybody. I need me a ghostwriter. And I've been asking for me a ghostwriter. I'm gonna find me one. I'm gonna find me, I'm gonna start searching, and I'm gonna put me a book out. I hope they be able to put my book out by the end of the year. And my uncle could never look me in my face because he know you was telling the truth. He knew you was telling the truth. And you probably have a nice little shape, had to fill out a little bit. And some of them so nasty. They don't wait till you get that age, baby. They'll try you when about 4, 5 years old, 6, 7, 8. And then some of them, they don't know no better because they have not been taught no better, the child. They think it's okay. I guess it's okay. You don't know if it's okay or not because you have not been taught those things to know that, no, it's not okay to be doing this to me. I can't go to my parents. I don't know who to tell, whom to talk to. What can we do? Hey, Patricia. That almost happened with my niece and nephew because my brother made an outside child. See what I'm saying? They didn't know. Okay. Hey, Catherine, 10, 11. Exactly. Don't let them children keep going off. Folks coming in there just because you want to go to the club and hang out and have a good time. Don't let them folks coming in there keeping your cheer, fumbling all up. Don't do it. Don't do it. I try to keep my lives down to 20 minutes. And y'all be careful. Please listen to what your kids tell you. Don't turn a deaf ear like you don't hear them. Because 9 times out of 10, that child is speaking the truth, especially if you send them off with them one time and they come back home and you try to send them off with them again, they start all that crying and stuff and they don't want to go. It's a problem somewhere. But I'm gonna tell you, now if you send them off with them and they want to continue to go back, a child gonna let you know when they're being treated right and wrong. Now if you treat a child right, that child gonna want to go with you every time. Hey Erica, but if you mistreating that child or something like that, that child ain't gonna want to go with you. It's a reason why that child ain't gonna want to go. Hey, Carla, stop doing it. Stop doing it. You better start paying attention to your kids, baby. It's 2024. That shit that went on back there in 1898 and 1902 and all that stuff right there with the master sleeping with all that shit over with. I put my damn Kunta Kinte foot down when I had my children. That's why when I wasn't working, I had my damn children myself. If I want to go out to the club, they stay with my mom. Thank you, Patricia, for subscribing to my channel, baby. Thank you. Thank you, baby. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Faith. I kept my kids myself. I might have had a friend over there spending the night or something like that. Right, 1970 through 1980. They were going on to then. Grown woman. Hey, Private Jackson. Thank you for subscribing, boo. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Marshall. Y'all, please, 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 please listen to these kids. Please. They go to school. I know that some kids ain't the perfect kids. Some kids continue to do stuff. They crying out for help. And then the parent act like they just so bad. They don't want to do this. They don't want to do that. Or I'm going to send you away. Or you just don't want to listen. I'm tired of talking to you. It's a reason why the kids keep acting out, baby. You need to take the time and do what you need to find out what's the problem, what's going on with your children. That's why I keep my grands myself and kept my kids home with me. Hey, Verena. Hello, how are you doing? Love watching from Memphis. Thank you, Faye. Are you new? Make sure y'all subscribe to YouTube. If you have a YouTube, if you're on YouTube, y'all make sure you go and subscribe to Michelle Talks on YouTube as well. And follow up here too. Y'all listen to them kids. Please listen to them kids. Get them if you feel like it's out of your hands, you ain't done all you can do. They just want to stay in trouble. I'm just so fed up with them. I just don't know what to do. Get them some take them to see a therapist. Do all you can do to try to save your child from them streets. Cause baby, the streets don't love nobody. The streets don't love nobody. Trust. Hey Morgan. Hey Shakita. The streets don't love nobody, baby. They don't love nobody. They can go out there and be one of the best folks out there in the street in a GANG. You know, doing everything to stay in there to get in that GANG. But they'll get you just like they get the next one. They don't care about that. They don't care about it. You don't do something you ain't supposed to do, hey Michelle, they gonna get you, brother, sister, whoever you is. And if they can't get you, they start tapping in on your FAM family then. It's time. You gonna get the message. You gonna resurface. So start listening to your kids before they start taking the streets for their family. Cause if they ain't getting the family stuff they need at love at home for what they need, the streets they're gonna pull them in, baby. They gonna pull them in. Hey Norman, hey Michelle. My oldest daughter's son is 19. My grandson. And you know what she said? She said, I refuse to let the streets have my son. And when she said that, I stood on everything she said. I said, I'm right there having anything. Hey, Claretta, listen inside or outside. Exactly, Tip. When she said, I refuse refused because my grandson had started hanging with some group of folks, a group of boys, hanging, walking up and down the street, and all kind of stuff like that. Hey, Lynn, how you doing? My grandson that had a GUN pulled on him about 3 or 4 times. Then he said, I'm tired of it. He ain't no VIOLENT person. He won't in it, but it's the people that he was associating himself with. Hey Angela, it was the people that he was associating himself with. You gotta watch who your kids hang around too. Once they leave home, you can't see what they doing. You don't know what they doing once they leave home. So start saying what your child will and will not do. Cause once they get out of your eyesight, you don't know what the hell they doing. They could be smoking cigarette. They could be doing all that. You don't know. Cause by the time they come back home, oh, they're gonna be put together. They're going to be well put together, baby. Now, if they stay overnight, oh, baby, yeah. But my daughter had said, I refuse to let the streets have my son. And pull that ass right back in. Now, if you is trying to do something positive and stuff like that, and your child out there in those streets, and you trying to get your child to come out of them streets, baby, I'll stand behind you 150%. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. But look, start leaving your kids with anybody to go hang in these clubs. Clubs, get your hair done. Out, take your kids to somebody that you could trust. Maybe a best friend if your mom and dad ain't here no more. Or your auntie that you know that don't do nothing but go to work, come home, cook or whatever. Find, you at least got one person that you know that you can really, 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 really trust. And you know they ain't gonna try with your kids. Leave them with them. Leave them with them, y'all. Now, this is a very powerful topic today. Who would you leave your kids with? And if you call yourself wanting to go out and club and party and have a good time, baby, you need to stay your ass home with your kids instead of trying to go. Family be the main one. Not all the time. Not all the time. It could be that best friend. It could be your best friend. It could be somebody you met out there in the street. It could be your husband or your boyfriend, girlfriend you got laying up with you. It ain't got to be your family all the time. Some family members can be trusted now. Some family members can be trusted. Yes, they can. Cause I left mine with my mama. My mama ain't never did nothing to one of my children. And I left my children over there, their dad's grandma houses. Ain't nobody never tried nothing on them over there neither. Cause I had it with my children. I always made it with my children. Something is not going right, and my children can't tell me, "Oh, I'm going. I'm going." At the schoolhouse, they come out, more such and such and such and such. Oh, I'm going to that schoolhouse the next day, and I'm going. I don't want to talk to no secretary. I don't want to talk to nobody sitting behind no desk. I don't want to talk to no assistant principal. I want to talk to the principal. And if he act like he ain't gonna tell me what he want, I want to know. Oh, I'm going down to the Board of Education for that county. And I don't want to talk to nobody sitting up in that office. I want to talk to the superintendent. I want to talk to the man that's running this whole place. That's who I want to talk to. Hey, Teresa, because I want some answers. And I'm going to tell that principal that I'm going to the Board of Education. I done that several times with mine and my grandchild. And tell me they didn't get it together. Tell me they didn't get it together. They got it together. Well put together. See, folks go about when the children come tell you something going on in school. I'm going to go out there and see what's going on. You too damn busy laying up. Hey, after y'all too busy laying up in the bed or going on doing what you gotta do. That you throwing stuff up on the rug. Then time they get suspended for school or they at school getting BULLYIED. Oh, You throwing that up on the rug, but then telling it something going at school, they get it suspended or whatever go on. You had no business doing it. No, you should have took your lazy ass out there to that school and seen what the hell was going on. That's what you should have did. You should have done your part when your child came and told you what was going on. You should have took your ass out to that school and see what the hell was going on. Cause every child ain't gonna lie and every child ain't gonna tell the truth. If you get the head right, that ass gonna fall. That what you know what, Miss Norma? That what my daddy said. That's exactly what my daddy told me. That's exactly told. He said if you get that head right, that ass gonna fall. He said like he said if you BATA that head, that ass gonna go down. That's exactly what my daddy told me. You get that head right, the rest gonna go. Don't tell me. But y'all, I've been up at 30 minutes. I enjoyed y'all. I'm getting ready to get off. It's now about 5:45. I know I ain't coming back on tonight. I was so bored out my mind. I said, you know what? Let me get up here. Let me get up here. I ain't got to be cooking. I get up here and rub my mouth. What I do best. And I'm going to get me a soda. Hey, Katina. And I hope this helps someone. The topic today help someone today, because y'all make sure you know you get the message out there, sprinkle it, because we don't know who need to hear this. Stop ignoring. No, I'm coming back. We go. Are you talking about in the living room? No, ma'am, I'm not doing it. We gotta set another date that we're gonna come back. We're gonna set another date that we're gonna come back on with it. And when I come back on with that, I'm coming on. Excuse me. One of the ladies that be on the panel, she's in the hospital. So, and we don't want to exclude nobody out. So she's in the hospital. So that's why we ain't been on. Hey, Stacy. So y'all, I enjoyed talking to y'all. But look, when those kids come to y'all, y'all listen to those kids. Stop leaving your kids with any and everybody. Just go do what you gotta do. If you gotta handle some business, stop acting like you can't take your children with. Thank you, Miss Norma. It's the one named TT, the light skinned one, y'all. The light skinned one. Hey, Linda. Stop sweeping that stuff up on that rug and listen to what those kids are telling you. Look into it. Thank you, Tip. Hey, Faye. Look into what your kids are saying. Some of you up here have been done the same way by a family member, a close friend of the family, somebody that ain't even in your family, or close friends to your family. So pay attention, y'all. Pay attention. Okay? I love each and every. Hey, Stacy. Amen. I agree. I love each and every one of y'all. Y'all have a blessed night. Y'all don't eat too much dinner. Hey, Regina. If you just coming in on, y'all do the replay. Make sure you go subscribe to my channel over on YouTube as well. And it's gonna let me do it. Trying to send y'all some hearts. It ain't gonna let me do it. Okay, you acting funny tonight. Y'all make sure you do the replay. All right, YouTube. I love y'all. See y'all later.